Yes, people, hope we are good. Welcome back to another video in prep. Things are getting very, very exciting now. So we have dipped into the 60 kgs, which is very, very exciting. Probably the leanest I've ever been, approaching kind of where we were at the end of the pre-prep, which is very, very exciting. So we are in the midst of prep week 6. We are approaching the kind of halfway point of this, like the kind of fat loss for prep, until the first show really, which is very, very exciting. So we are kind of looking to pull off at least at a bare minimum around 4, 5, 6 kilos, another 4, 5, 6 kilos for show number 1, and we are 10.5 weeks out, which is very exciting. So we're in a really good spot right now. Pull today, we have got a hinge movement back in the program, which is very, very exciting. Not hinged in a while due to kind of having lower back issues. So first run at that last week, which was very, very good. We are doing the belt squat, kind of RDL stiff leg variation. I actually just had the Jordan Peters in Cuba new podcast on, and we're talking about how gay the belt squat RDL is, and you know, I don't disagree, but unfortunately that's the kind of safer option for me right now, and I did enjoy it first. So yeah, we are exactly 70 kg today actually, but the new low yesterday, which was 69.9 kg, so just dipping our toes into the 60s, which is very, very exciting. So shots here, as you can see, just a good shift in visuals, like a lot leaner. Things are just getting good, like a lot more kind of striations coming in for the chest, delts, quads, detail on the hamstrings, glute kind of shape coming in, which is getting exciting, and I'm very excited. So the first 6 weeks of prep, which is now, has been very, very productive. Now we've got a little kind of pullback coming up, the first kind of pullback of prep. So after today, actually today's the last kind of training session. We've got 4 days complete rest, so we're in a kind of small deload here with some extra food going on as well, which is always nice. So an extra 400 carb across 2 days going in on Saturday and Sunday, and once again just taking some time off the gym, which I'm actually quite looking forward to be honest. Like, training performance is going fucking amazing right now, like literally lifetime numbers across everything, feeling really good. I've got a couple niggles, like I'm kind of working around still, so I'm quite excited to take some time off because of that as well, and just mentally as well. It's always a good kind of refresh, because I've not kind of the last time I took some time off when I was like traveling and stuff, which has been quite a while now. So very exciting times ahead. Training, just loving it right now. Like, I'm just an autopilot right now, like, and I'm loving it, to be honest, because I literally do everything at the same time every day, and it's just a case of kind of waking up and cracking on and just enjoying it. So yeah, cardio has been ticked off this morning. Just got 30 minutes in the morning here, and then it's time for pull. So yeah, big pull session going down. First time hinging on here in a good while, and it's time to send it. 300 kg RDL. I'm only joking, it's a belt squat, so you can load a lot more on it, but yeah, 300 kg RDL going down today. Pretty sure I got like 6 reps last time, so we'll take like a, realistically I could see like an 8 rep happening today, just because it is obviously a new kind of movement. So yeah, starting with triceps at the start. Usually just kind of warm up with the kind of prehab work and just kind of walking a treadmill. So yeah, time to lock the fuck in, as they say, and get the head switched on to get after it. So last session for Deload starts as well. So you already in the listening a good session. We are in triceps to start pull, usual antics arms at the start. So kind of what I wanted to discuss is really, always as I was saying, for these first kind of 5-6 weeks have been very productive. However, the next 5 or 6 weeks is obviously where the real fat loss is kind of going to happen, and the physique is obviously literally probably going to be the best ever look. So like, what I want you to realize, especially like people who are watching this are obviously, you're more likely to be like a little bit younger as well. What I want you to realize is like the work in progress happens, like the physique is built in the off season and your gaining phase and your surplus. And yes, like it's extreme delayed gratification, because I literally got like a 1 year ago memory on TikTok actually yesterday. And like a year ago today, I was like really struggling with food, I was peak strength, and that is probably where I was gaining the most muscle. When my food was the highest, I was literally forgetting every single week in the sessions. That I remember Monday legs with Josh. If the real OGs know, like, me and him used to just fucking after, like, we were both like 100%, both in that. He was just gonna finish his pet, getting reversed out, he was getting strong again. I was like, you know, just getting into like, getting really into a routine with everything, building momentum, and every single Monday we just compete and get the fuck after it in our leg sessions. It just gets super strong, and that's where, you know, my physique was built, and that's where the progress is made. And that was like a year ago today, and now obviously we're just kind of getting into the midst of prep. Like, it's just been a very cool journey, and it's been cool to get a document on here as well. So yeah, the next 5 or 6 weeks are going to be very exciting with fat loss. I'm sure a few more kilos will be pulled off as well. It'll be my leanest look today, my lowest weigh in today as well, which would be cool. So yeah, sorry, that's what I want people to realize, especially for people who kind of are just starting or in the off season. Like, it's such an exciting time. Like, that is where you're going to progress. Even though it may not look like it, like, you may look probably maybe not the worst you've looked, but you might not look the best you've looked. But just know that if you're ticking the boxes, if you're going in every single week, your trim performance is absolutely fine. You know that you're ticking all the boxes, they need to be ticked, and you're simply going to get results. Like, what people kind of don't understand is, like, it's not luck or genetics that get you where you want. It's simply just putting the work in. Where I am right now is because I put the kind of time in the off season for like a whole year. I dedicated myself. I earned the right to kind of be where I am now, to be prepping. I took the time, you know, the routine that I'm in right now, like I was kind of discussing, like I'm in such like a kind of just autopilot routine. Like it is literally the exact same in off season. Obviously not as strict, yes, but it's just like a sort of kind of sticking to it, realising that in your off season that is where the real progress is made, and almost treating it like it is a prep, and that is how you'll see the most progress. And that's how, you know, the people you see on social media, people you see on Instagram, like who have muscle, I mean, a shit ton of suggest they're simply just doing this day in day out. Like there's literally no secret to it. So get strong, get in a good routine, and I'm a fun yapping because I'm very excited for the session. So let's go. I've got some kind of elbow issues as well, so you can kind of see the way I've set up. Like I'm just pausing, really being controlled, pausing in both ends, and my elbow feels really good. So if I kind of do like, if I'm really not doing a lot of weight, like I'm actually like half a stack, like if my elbows were 100%, I could probably just fucking rip out the stack, but no time, no place for that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, physique push downs, I want to get a single arm overhead with the knotless, which is actually really, really nice. It's going to be overhead physique variation. So yeah, final kind of conclusion on that kind of all-season chat as well, because I've got quite a few boys in all-season right now, and you know, for them it's kind of just like really monotonous to the same stuff. Like that's just a process, unfortunately, but I think they know that because I've educated them on that, and it really is about that kind of knowledge. You're just realising that if you go to bed knowing that you, first of all, took progression in your training and you ticked all the boxes need to be ticked outside the gym, you're simply going to progress. It just adding up those kind of wins in those days, day by day, weeks on weeks on weeks, months on months on months, and that's where real progress happens, and there's no secret, as I said. So yeah, enough of that, let's go. Lovely stuff. That was up 2 reps from last week, which I think kind of changed the kind of tempo on that as well. Like, I was just kind of getting my elbow issues, so once again, just kind of the same as like the tricep push down, just less weight up than before, but just much more kind of control, changing that direction. Just for anyone with kind of niggles injuries, like especially as you're going to get longer into this, like you probably will pick up a few. So just a case of kind of working around it, like kind of like what you can do. Like for example, like yes, ideally I would want to slap on as much weight as possible, you know, and be in control of the weight, but not kind of adding in pauses. Unfortunately, that's just not what I can do. So right, we have got the best pull down in the game, starting off the back with a single arm pull down. Lat bice movement first, and then moving on to the big boy, which is the hinge, which I'm very excited for. So yeah, we have got this in twice a week now, just because it's not as natural. Like I'm just not the biggest fan of it, and this is just better for us. So this is the best pull in the game. So obviously, with being able to change the resistance profile, it just make it absolutely beautiful. And the movement, it lines up perfectly. It's so good, so good. So yeah, do prefer this. We've got it in twice per week, and that's kind of little kind of tip for you as well. Like if you like a movement, like there's no reason not to have it in twice per week. You know what I'm saying? Like your body doesn't know that you're doing the same movement. All it knows is the stimulus it is getting. So like for example, like I know people that literally run the same like they, you know, literally like pretty similar sessions like twice a week, just because the same movements feel good and like other movements might not feel as good, just to be about injuries, etc. So don't be afraid to do some like same movements, same machines twice a week, because it really does not make a difference. Like it's just the kind of movement and stimulus that matters the most. Okay, so and also the way that you can progress it, making sure you're up there, to be your volume frequency is lined up perfectly, so you are continuing to progress, and also just increases stimulus over time. So starting off with this and on to the big boys. So let's go. Strong, strong, strong. On. Yes, good. Good. On. Yes, good. Ah! Come on. Yes. Right. That is the RDL. I actually just like last kind of minute when I was warming up, kind of decided to kind of change it to an RDL just because the way this machine is, like the very bottom of the machine is just, it's too kind of deep to do a kind of like dead stop / stiff leg variation, but the kind of last like safety pin you would say is too low to kind of do an RDL. So I kind of just decided to do an RDL. It's a lot better than this and it felt really good. Like I do get a lot more hamstring and glute out of doing the RDL for the stiff leg, but I'm still getting a lot of it. Like my back is absolutely fucked after that, and I can tell I'm getting a lot of it out of it. And so I did this the first time last week, and even in my check-in, like even Josh said, I noticed it myself. Like, so when I hit my rear shots, like you could actually just tell that I've reintroduced hinging back into a program, and that in itself just shows how important hinging is for posterior development, especially back development. Like, there's nothing you can do is going to replicate hinging. There's literally nothing. It's not going to give you that almost like fucking just stupid, like what the fuck is that look, and that look to it, you know what I'm saying? So now, not speaking of be egotistical, but you can clearly see my back shots at a very strong point, and a big part of that is hinging. It's not all of it, definitely not like those just as much as this, but you're not going to get that look that hinging gives you. So definitely would recommend putting in hinging in your program. And even if you have issues like low back issues for myself, things like this doing the belt squat is a lot more safer option, and I will keep running this up the whole of prep, this kind of RDL variation. It did feel very good. I just need to get used to that kind of first rep, because it is just kind of awkward kind of just using the machine. Like, it does have a set path, and you really need to just set yourself up like carefully, pretty much in the like correct position. It wasn't too bad there, but I kind of did lose that kind of upper back tightness. Like, you know yourself with your hinge, like you can get that tightness back. So very, very happy with that set. That was 12 plates, bro, 12 plates. Get on, but that was 6 reps. I'm very happy with. It was max last week, but obviously a different movement altogether. So very happy with that. Now on to T-bar. Right, on to the one and only T-bar now. On to the first upper back movement of the session. I feel like a little reset on this. I'm not really thinking. I did have like kind of a scarf issue that I kind of have to maybe almost kind of rework my kind of back tuning as a whole, but it's nothing too major. But yeah, taking 3.5 plates in this, which is absolutely fuck all, quite a lot, putting fast, but just really keeping it clean and really just try to keep that chest in the pad, actually make use of the chest pad that I have available. So yeah, 3.5 plates from this, warming up, usual half time break with the EAAs going in, and yeah, that is it, let's go. Right, on to the final kind of back movement with this lat row. I'm a fan of this. It's kind of awkward that you really have to kind of line up, like lean to the side, especially because the way this kind of diverge, you can diverge like, out the way. So, yeah, big fan of this. What I want you to take note of, especially when you watch like my YouTube videos, hopefully what you can see is like there's minimum form breakdown within my sets. Like you can see that like, I called my set there. Like I didn't go to 0 RIR, but if I went from right there would have been form breakdown, which I'm going to mechanical failure. I'm going to I'm doing all the reps I can with spot on execution pretty much. Like obviously those last couple of reps are could be like a little bit here and there kind of form breakdown, but as a whole all my sets that is the goal, and that should be your goal as well, to not let your form break down. Obviously there's definitely a medium that's like kind of spot on where like, you know, just because you use a teeny bit of body language doesn't mean you call the set there, you know what I'm saying? There's a good medium between there, but just know, especially when you're training, that is the goal that you want to achieve, is get spot on execution and call your sets, obviously when you have nothing left, but also when your form doesn't break down, and kind of compensate for that. Obviously you can have your more kind of yeah body like movements, there definitely is a place for that in a program, I believe so anyway, but for the majority of work, especially back movement, sorry, my pull work at the minute, all of it is just pretty accurate, just with the kind of injuries I've had. Like in the past you would have seen, if you watch the videos, like, you know, the yeah body rows a couple months back, but they're no longer in the program anymore. It just doesn't really make sense, the kind of injuries I had anyway, but they were fun, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, final lap movement here, then just rear delts, and I can give an outro to the video, but amazing session today. I think literally every single set has been pretty good, to be honest with you, which I'm very happy about. Feeling really good, 6 weeks into prep, sitting about 4 kilos down, and I feel fucking brand new, to be honest with you. And I've got a deal coming up, got a couple of ideas which will freshen me up even more, which just got me excited to kind of push on, and just continue to follow off, which is very exciting. So very exciting times ahead. As I said at the start, these next 5-6 weeks will really be good for fucking fat loss, I'm sure, and I'm excited to document it on here as usual, boys. So yeah, much love. I appreciate all the support as well, like throughout prep, throughout my season as well. It's been kind of fucking nuts, to be honest, so I appreciate that as always. And yeah, on to our notes. Right, ladies and gents, that is the end of the video. Actually, where we started this video, I just started with triceps, so thank you very much for watching. As always, very successful and productive pull day. As always, training's absolutely flying right now. Things are really starting to pick up, so I'm excited for the kind of next future videos for you to see the changes and stuff. Just a case of cracking on, enjoying prep, enjoying the routine, just an all player right now, just cracking on. Yeah, coaching fine as well, very grateful for anyone who's interested in coaching. If you are interested in coaching, if you are interested in online coaching, my Instagram for more details, or just drop me a message, and you can inquire through the link in my bio as well. So yeah, very exciting times ahead. As I said, these next few weeks are going to be really fun and really exciting, so I'm excited for you to follow along, and I appreciate all the support as always, as I said multiple times. So yeah, that is all. I shall see you next week for most likely a little upper session. Over the next few weeks, probably get a little full day of being, update full day of being, and get go over my routine as well. I feel that would be very beneficial, and people might want to see that, so I'll get that kind of film as well. See you next week. Goodbye.